How's it going? My name is Chris Lures and I am an attorney with Halverson Law. I wanted to do a short video today describing what exactly is an administrative violation notice, or as we commonly refer to these, an AVN. As an entity that is either a retailer or a producer or processor of cannabis, you are of course subject to the LCB regulations. Now these are the regulations and laws of the Liquor and Cannabis Board in Washington State. And if an enforcement officer or an LCB officer determines that you run afoul of one of these, either RCWs or WACs, which is the Washington Administrative Code, the LCB officer can issue against you an AVN. It can be issued against you for the violation of any number of the rules and regulations of the wax. Now this can be a traceability violation if you are a producer processor, or it can be the sale to a minor if you are a retailer. And if you receive an AVN, it is of critical importance that you treat it seriously and ensure that you take steps to preserve the rights that you are entitled to when you receive that AVN. So in essence, it is made up of four parts. You have the initial notice itself, and this will identify you as the licensee, including your license number. And it will also include the violation or the RCW or WAC that is being violated. And it will list the exact provision that is being violated and provide a very brief summary of the violation that has occurred. And it will also include the name of the officer who is issuing the AVN and the date that the AVN is served on you. And that is an important piece of information that I will touch on a little bit later. Now, beyond the initial notice, it will also include an LCB narrative or evidence report. And what this is in essence a summary of the allegations against you. And it will typically include the evidence that the LCB officer has to support the violation that they allege you have committed. So this might include screenshots from a video that they obtained that demonstrates a violation that you as an entity committed, or a copy of bank statements if there's some sort of a transaction that they allege you have committed which is in violation of the wax. And it will also provide a summary in written form by the officer basically describing what it is that they are saying that you did wrong. So it's important to review that information to know what exactly are the allegations that are being made against you. The AVN also will typically include copies of the WAC or the RCW that the LCB officer alleges that you broke. So this will just be a printout of the exact language of statute or regulation that they assert that you violated. And perhaps the most critical piece of information that you will receive when an AVN is served on you is called an important notice regarding your rights. And what this is a form that you are given that presents an opportunity for you to preserve certain rights that you have as a licensee when you receive an AVN. And it will include some boxes that you can check depending on what exactly you want to do after receiving the AVN. So the examples that you can do are to simply accept the penalty that they are levying against you, or you can request that an administrative hearing be set up that you can participate in to, in essence, litigate the claims that you oppose or that you are defending against. And it also provides the opportunity for you to request a settlement conference to discuss the issue. And importantly, no matter what you decide to do, there is a timeline associated with when you need to complete that form and get it back to the LCB. Now this is typically 20 days from the date of service, but make sure that you read that notice extremely carefully to verify exactly when you need to return it to the LCB to to give rise to whatever selection you make when you receive the AVN. A lot of times we recommend that an individual or a licensed entity request a settlement conference, which is an opportunity to discuss the issue that is before the LCB, to discuss the AVN that's being threatened against you, and potentially arrive at a settlement between you and the LCB to get the issue behind you. Also, if a settlement is not reached, you also preserve the opportunity to have an administrative hearing to actually litigate the dispute. This is an extremely brief overview of an administrative violation notice. It's not uncommon for individuals or entities in the cannabis industry to receive them, but it's of critical importance to treat them seriously. And if you get one, make sure you understand the allegations against you, preserve whatever rights you want to preserve, and get that notice back in a timely manner to the LCB. If you have any specific questions, or if you've received an AVN yourself, certainly feel free to reach out to us at Halverson Law and we can help you out. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch the video, and hopefully we'll chat soon. Take care.